So the Showtym we did the Kojoki me tremu my original maga Saliman. Now me come next story so. Na ye nua ba Wendy Shay. Na o amanone na wakodi nkomo bi na asem o kan no amanfo bi num so ye mwashim say nanka anko ya twitwi break dia nanka bi a his songs bi ene ye enjoy say sisitiana kan nyina ye ne ama eno ti video or producer bo video ni ente na obi ankoka se Kojoki bi na me bom tirim kan nsem dia to Wendy Shay so ye hwe video no ye ba ye menua no be chiro madwe
into the space when we had lost a gem.
The young
Ebony.
I remember.
Right.
I remember.
Exactly. And she was at her peak when she left.
Absolutely.
So anybody a young female artist who was gonna shine would definitely automatically be compared to her.
Walk in her shadows.
And apart from that, I was signed by the label she was signed on to. Right after that.
And that was just the same year, basically, 2018.
The same year she passed away. And so I don't know if it was her fans or, her the music lovers or, Ghanaians, most of them were like, you can never be like her. You're trying to compete.
Even though you were not.
Even though Ebony was a dancehall artist.
You had high life roots.
I was an Afrobeat artist. I mean, Afrobeat has
hip life and high life.
And high life, exactly. And my voice texture was so different. In the music school, I used to learn soul and jazz music, so I had that background too. So it was like totally different. So I was really it was mind blowing to get that reaction from them because growing up in Germany, I was so pro-Africa, Ghana, I love my people. God. I want to sell the culture to them. And then facing racism in Germany.
And then I come rejection. And then... What was that like for a young girl? How did you deal with that?
It wasn't easy. I mean, definitely I had to build my self-image because, sometimes it might blur your identity.
Facts.
Exactly. So with the help of God, and I also had a very strong team, my boss, Bullet, he's been a pillar in my life, He been in the industry already for a decade or so. I mean, he was in the group Rough and Smooth. Exactly. And so with the knowledge and the understanding he had of the industry, he could help me maneuver my way. Exactly. So, I mean, fast forward, I was hated. I'm the most bullied artist in the history of Ghana music.
That's great. Did you ever want to quit at any time?
My mom told me to quit and come back to Germany because it was crazy and it affected everybody in my family.
The family.
It's crazy. Let me chip this in. Do you know that some of my family members were even kind of shy, and I understand that.
To identify.
Kakum. Ednu pokuona num. Pokuona kasa. Enyame ena me kan. Na yenua ba na kinkan nsem bi a ehu hia yie pa. Also the most bullied artist in Ghana. Say artist ye twetwe no, ye hurihura no, ye kan ho nsem di ne ho fewa. Also ono no di kan number 1. No cast o chire mu de nti of say Ghana fo bi o tan bi aba no esan say ye kaya ye introduce no na mra na ye nua eboni nyame mfa ne kransie owe na Bullet ebe introduce so the new artist awabani or say untimi nye say eboni Ghana fo bebre na edwa etiesa say free hono ama edumre bi kura o say ne maame ka kire ne say oba jai nyum tuwe na beka me ho sabe ye we bibidi ye boy bra wo kura German wo ye nurse bra na be wo mpane na obetimi aye de ahwe ho abo bra ensem yi ba abeda ne nkomodi e wo Ghana ye didi ho nkomos when the summer okay and your first time okasa you the most bullied artist ni waka no wasan the esiso me musa me nuama aba asama Wendy kan waka bully say ye bully bi no mo ye kan tirinwi amanfo de twe na wanya boni bia Bullet introduce no ho nso ohuni say amanfo efa ne ho etan wo ho no no Sa nneɛma ɛkɔ so yi nka otie ni maame advice na ebi anka wa maame du ha no mo. Ɛdeɛ na wobɛka afa saa nsɛm a ɛyɛ Wendy ɛde aba bɛto dwan ho.
Makade, it is quite unfortunate.
Okay.
As for the bullying, it is something that we are all dealing with in this industry. And I agree with her that we are the most bullied artists.
Wow.
Wagana Harmono.
Both a man and a woman.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wendy Shay has been bullied in this country. Now, the bullying, as all trigger bullying, was the timing I would be introducing into the industry. Yes, na nkrofo kan ebony na some na ne dressing today, but they loved ebony. Na ne dressing na yem. But don't no sa enda, people wouldn't even have any problem with it anymore. So people had a problem with her dressing, but not the person and not the music. So she was loved. And then Ekaya, Nunyum first one, Wendy Shay, Nunyum first one or the bay Uber driver. Some way, somehow, no sound the kakra.
Like Ebony.
Like Ebony. So it felt as though wasn't baby replacing Ebony. And then there was the controversy about Obina way
screen is so
dressing, the look and everything, the hairstyle, everything. And the controversy was already going on. Then Obina way in the bullet in the contract or signing there were even rumors that the Ebony was looking for who to bail her out of the contract and all that. Until around the time now. What's in the bay? That was the issue. That was the issue. That was what made people start to bully her. Because Ghanaians had not finished mourning Ebony. And we forget, standing in the shoes of a great person, it is not something that is very easy. You will be bullied and you will be measured according to the performance of the person in whose shoes you are standing.
That's true.
It's not the bullet otters. However, on the bullet to see a business person, he also thought it was the right time to take advantage. He made a smart business move. But in any industry, I think I've had this discussion before, that it has come to the time that over there, every artist management be a psychologist.
Okay.
Because in the it has become like, I remember me posting me picture be. And now Obi baby a very nasty comment. Motoba na me catch and nampocho ami me page aseno. Wonzi the maguri waha. I say Facebook day. Me pe bia to me catch robia. This is the mentality. What is on your mind? Into more pe bia no oba catch. So ya malanka sa me personal page delete button wo block wo ma delete ma block. But then I have also come to understand that mental health is important. And the mental health is not is what we are not taking into consideration. Erabeya no Links Entertainment of Miss V. She also came to talk about how she was depressed and she had to go off the radar and all that. When people sit down and they talk about all these things, all affect her. And then unfortunately for Wendy Shay too, no communication and shadalenye. Interview be or quiet will be Sunday day. Abadina when you were num 2 months when your iPad. When your day. They ask you who is Wendy Shay. No Fui. And then no more interview. One of these big American celebrities. It was a red carpet interview. Nankasa do hormone man or introducing him. Meanwhile, this person is known everywhere. In the middle, I was asking myself, no, that man soon put me shasana. Yes. There's always. And then what's here where America, this biggest movie star in India. Obey in America, the people who were hosting the red carpets, they know him. So you take an advantage to introduce yourself. Into Nankasa Wendy, so no communication. No, into any time be an grant interview, be say a king. No one yana besha ho say a king. No yana besha ho say a king. Into the best anka bullets na management was to have gotten her a psychologist.
Wow. Well delivered. About person, baby semu no. ama wanyanti asemi mi say wo hwe wani agis fantini or church and say one abrofo so ene na one side me nko catch ho no mo na me musa catch say yes Bullet a businessman or introduce so no buy but Wendy adwuma because Uber driver was a hit.
Yeah.
It is now mo face so ye de na ba sha. Otimi prove say ono so aba oba be adwuma. Ni na ada na Ghana fo anti ase say adwuma no na onimu ye na ono so oba ba ye.
I think say Kojo Ghana and Kasano say buy into the media space you need to psych yourself.
Okay.
Because buy I was so who say enyo bia na be pe wase.
Yeah.
Enyo bia nso na be time. Uba space ni mu a obi wo ho no ma obeye ade it doesn't matter what you do. But because sesenia abakan previously ebia na aman ebony fan. Into no previously the way I ebony buy na oye no me who say you are trying to imitate her.
Okay.
You are trying to force yourself, especially the fact and so say unfortunately yes no. Not just say I say person will take advantage of the death no to climb to fame. And only the kind of mentality a Ghana for be in ya. But one thing you need to know is that when you are coming into this media space, you need to psych yourself because one sha and some cyberbullying, the way I ever to a man no. One share befa wajuni. And I agree with Abba so well say most of these media personalities, musicians omo na mu nyina obi wa shepe kwa adwene no utumi ho say insist so because enyo bia na obehu sa de na obeka say mame mbu mani nguso.
Yeah.
Typical example to say ebia me fan say Shatawale obeka you can't bully that guy. How can you bully somebody like obeka obeba bekeka na but ye wo bi nso ho no ma sasem no the more all share na hu ni amanfo ka no affecting the mood to the extent that one share depression ma the person can never be himself again. Into na mostly I wish to say enka artists no ebeye kra nko social media no they shouldn't handle like my name's a manager no
social media manager.
They should let somebody handle those things because enya bibia kra na obema omahu comment bi wo ha say na ono ne page ukona wo comment bi wo honom na se be ha adwena na wa yi afi ho ansa na kra mpo no artist din na adwene aba be hu bibi sa na affect no because enya obia na what that strength no to carry that emotion ana ebi ye kan say yes ye tu ejiremu afro say then ye tu most of the time when we are on the net, say as much as they are stars, let's say maybe they have no option, say almost life is in the limelight. But they are human beings.
Okay.
Almost you be back. Into the same year, we can't send me, and I can't send me trewa. And connect no some cock can't send me simple because they are stars.
So what? Because people say what's on your mind.
But internet, I didn't make up and but at the long run, typical example is Kiddy. But later no.
But that's secretary. Men call Harriet so. Then we started say. You know, say, boss, you didn't come with the BI say, Obi be musician now, or buy a space man, or here say a best cycle. Nana Tia Jumana say, and clearly, you wouldn't be say, most of the artists, almost without no idea about the industry. It's all about not shock. Obi dinner temper no any shock. Would you say on the part of the label, Abbas can brilliantly say, yes, as a businessman, or say Bullet. When we say, this is a platform, a very huge platform, made me there introduce me artists. And in fact, Oskoye, she was everywhere because we can news. Would you say, Bullet, and to me and Tinan Trase, and Saikino say, near sea, near Cosuino. Say never buy till date because when the okay not do any apa still I want to get you over those things. Obu say label also fairly artists no on that side now.
I so agree with Abba saying say label no took advantage of the whole situation to make money. And Ushe Wendy Shay ni beginning ne starting of the industry all by more. Utimu say when ya any preparation be yen training on in communication more ne styling more and everything that she was doing. Utimu say when ya obia and buano as to how obey ne ho
So Kaya, I remember me follow Wendy Shay on Facebook. I remember when Obabe transitioned into her blonde hair, no, or dressing that emo kind of dressing, black, that goth kind of a, what you say? I realized say at that time, no, she was going through something. She was trying to find her way out, or her personality, or who she is. And Utimu say she has gone through everything on her own, and I feel very much for her. She's one lady that YouTube, YouTuber views ni good. Wendy is a good artist.
Yes.
She has numbers.
Yeah, Kasemba nya do industry mo artists, female artists ni nya do industry, but Wendy is someone. She has hit songs.
The digital sense, you're good.
Yes, very good. But when you be one, and I feel very bad for her, especially.
I'm one in terms.
Yes, in terms of they were talking about her hair, the dressing.
What if say na plan the hair no? It be a strategy by the to also get.
No, but I don't think anybody will put themselves out there for them to be ridiculed and insulted and bullied. Okay. No, Wendy has been through a lot, and
if at any point in time, maybe I'll call bullet another any member of the management who not register displeasure about new looks and all that. And I said they refused to change the whole thing. Then she was just treated like
exactly. Okay. And you know what? That's exactly what the label does.
Money out of
that is what they do. You are commodity to the label, and that is why they don't have psychologists. They don't even have health insurance. You are just a commodity to the label. Yeah, they will throw out there. You're investing in you to make money. And for Wendy Shay, we have not been fair to Wendy Shay at all. We have not been fair to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's Harriet. Hi. No, Emreno, because we have one big story there we have to discuss. You know. Mimusa, they say, baby, moving forward, Wendy, a crime ban or bet me a fast one. Obet me a position who you na sa niema no enti me ma be hado.
Kojo me da say me sisters account ni na, so I'll just add little. Yeah, me then say still cry, you can tell from senior Okasan says still now. She doesn't have that tough skin.
No.
She still has that soft skin. And how to me say from afar who Wendy you can tell say you're a very soft person. Or your sankrofon be. Ejuma we ho. Before you even come in, or skin or white to ho. Na pe leather. No matter who you are, no matter what you are coming to do, because I feel say, I mean, when the Oba, Bibia happen in like you can't say like it just happened. I say artists be a release, underground artists a release and you back be nafa, now you hit like film no shian in them. So that was what happened to Wendy because time may see anytime obey muno like it was like a rush. So no name brander. Because when him say, me baby, I want to be wearing hats. Maybe him say Wendy Shay. But then everything just happened. It was just like that. So Sisi Akwano, till now, Wendy has not even discovered the kind of brand she wants for herself.
Okay.
But as a locks, Sisi was all maintaining the idea. So I think she should work on having that tough skin.
Okay.
And this kind of discussions, no, okay, become more can wase. Ghana sani etie, or can wase more you say, oh yeah. But when they say you'll be our make say consistency is the key. With what we told her, I'm a Ghanaian to make us yin catch her near the get away. Or you'll be anke there was sanko jai. Her insults was extreme. It was too even much over the bar.
Even now, cry.
Opposite Bibiako comment section. And Kojo Obu on share in person. I want to me be
everyone.
But then this person will insult you, later see you out and be like, oh, me what's a picture.
So the thing, it is so the thing with the inbox and
it is
there is
so
something that the thing with the
inbox way forward she should just get that tough skin.
Okay.
This kind of conversation she shouldn't have it. She should do her. She should just cover herself for herself, not for us. Comment on as my sister said, someone should even handle those things.
Black Sherry, you say or no?
I don't read comments.
Yes, but I was saying, Katri, but I was Abba, any Harriet. Wendy, Shay Gang, Heba. Wake up, Ghana. Your door pa, your door. Ghana for awesome. And so we need oko stage. Now tunyum na share. She send a man for bojo so no. Me no no nye onkran share.
Yeah.
Sa digital commandos so no the psychopath no more we share
Road
one
vapors.
me few omo. Right here say na koso aye ye wadwuma. Na me gidi say me pam no you get over some of these things. Dwuma dey Showtime and na wo share Adom TV e bo na otwe bia na ye de pro. Me twa me ho aba na me ba court nsensem bi wo ho. Ye be che ya drink kakra ho.